Hello, it is Random Palk, and tonight we're reviewing Ghost 1.0 on Steam. Now, this is a actually excellent metroidvania style game, which has a couple different features to it. Now, we're going to start a new game, and we're going to skip the tutorial, because there's no real reason to play the tutorial other than learn the game, but I've already played this game, so I know it well enough. Yeah, just gonna call it game 1. Now you got 2 different modes you could choose from, which is survival. It gives you a lot better treasures, but the enemies are more challenging, and every time you die you lose all your power-ups, which makes it a shitload more difficult. But of course, every time you start over you get random items to help you out. And then there's the classic mode where everything auto-saves. You get to pick the items that are pretty much always the same in the shop. And the game difficulty increases gradually. And you only lose your unsaved items. But to play a game like this, especially a Metroidvania game, it's always more entertaining if you play it on the survival mode. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go with survival. And then, of course, you have the difficulties, like easy for beginner, medium for that, hard, all that. Now, what the hell, is a review, so we're going to pick medium. Yeah, we're going to pick medium just because it's a review, so why go full all hard when I could just play. But yeah, like I said, it's a typical Metroidvania style game, but the difficulty is all in the fucking, fact that, you know, everything is random. Oh, cybernetic frog launcher. Now the first thing, sorry, it's been so long, I gotta remember how this game is played. It's been so long. I have to remember the controls because it's been so long since I played this game. But anyway, you have a Metroid style map. This is your inventory of what all you start with. So apparently this I started with the founder frame, which I think you always start with. The grenade launcher, the frog launcher, and apparently I start with the jump wave ability, which generates waves that damage nearby enemies when you jump. This is your skill tree. As you collect shit, you'll collect different items that allow you to improve your skills. As you can see, there are quite a few skill trees. So, but that comes into play later once we start gathering skills. And each of these rooms with this body right here, those are save rooms where you can restore your health and save the game. So those will be very handy later. Yeah, never piss those robots off because it'll cause problems later unless you just want to do it, like right there. That way you can activate the fucking room. I don't have double jump, I forgot. But yeah, you can activate the traps.
I'm on it.
You always get big rewards for activating the traps.
Done. Done. Let's hope this paid off.
Alarm deactivated.
Every time you activate one of those alert things, it causes a shitload of enemies to appear you have to defeat. But you also get great rewards for doing so. So sometimes you want to trigger the alarms on purpose just because you get great rewards for doing it. In fact, you can already tell the music in this game is actually really good, so I can't complain about the music. And the graphics are alright, and the animations are actually really well done, so you can't really complain too much about the graphics and animation either. I mean, there are a couple of things I could complain about, but it's unnecessary. Whoops. Yeah, then there's the ghost walk. Yeah, you can control other machines by using the ghost walk, but it's actually quite helpful. Now, sometimes you come across one of these things like this one where you cannot avoid it and you got no choice but to fight. And that is where the difficulty of the game can get really bad, especially if you're ill-prepared and don't have the right weapons.
Oh, that's not good. They know you're there. Party's going well. Got it. That should be it.
Alarm deactivated.
Oh, that was a fuck up. Good, at least we killed that robot before he got to the fucking help. But anyway. And just like most of these Metroid games, you want to save often. So every time you make good progress, make sure you save the game. Yeah, these printer frames, you can pay for repairs. So yeah, you can pay for repairs, but you can't fucking save at these printers because we're doing the random mode. Otherwise, you have the option of saving at these printers. But we don't have that option, so now, since we're doing survival mode, you can only save whenever you're in a cleared room, and you can only do a save and quit. So we don't have the option of just saving anytime I feel like, because we're playing survival mode. But anyway, your first mission is to find the different key cards.
God, that's useless.
Yeah, of course you can watch these cutscenes every once in a while.
We could just ask someone.
Ask who? Google? Siri? Space fairies?
Of course not, man. I meant
Which the cutscenes are actually fairly well done as well, so
Jesus.
I can't fault them for the cutscenes. the story is pretty basic.
Checker here. Try asking a robot where the server room is.
We're asking for directions?
We're not losing anything by trying.
Copy that.
You there! Tell me where the server room is! Now!
It's okay, Red. I just punched a cigarette.
3. Sorry about that.
I got it. This is what I'm here for. Going smoothly. Nearly done. Got it. That should be it.
Alarm deactivated.
God damn, I nearly set myself on fire while I was doing that room. I apologize for that. Fucking smoking a cigarette and nearly set myself on fire because of that fucking room. Anyway, as you can tell, as the difficulty on the alarm, which is that red thing in the top corner, gets higher in number, the enemies start getting more and more bullshit. I actually do really like that frog launcher. It's actually one of my favorite guns in this game. Even though it's one of the weaker ones. It's one of my favorite ones. But yeah, this game is fairly long. But it has a lot of variety and a lot of entertainment, and the enemies are also really diverse. Each section has its own shit. But yeah, like I said, collect all the cubes you can, because eventually you'll come across a shop. Like here's a shop right now.
Houston, I'm in some sort of supply room?
Looks like it. Talk to the robot. Try to get information. And please be very polite. Do not target him with your gun.
I'm on it.
Now in the shop you can get main upgrades like
Greetings.
Welcome to the supply room. I haven't seen you here before.
No.
You're a new model here in Nakamura.
I am a new model here in Nakamura.
Oh, finally! Some fresh silicon. Is there any technology I can offer?
Yeah, sure. The Naka AI algorithm would be nice. I might be short on cash, though.
It is good to see that the new model is finally...
yeah, the voice acting ain't that terrible either.
There is no money in Nakamura. Everything is free. Take whatever you need.
Anything? No limit? What's the catch?
Well, dispensers need energy cubes to print devices. You can get whatever you like as long as you have the energy cubes for it.
Yeah, this is where you can buy shit like that will just restore your health. Alright, that's a specialty weapon, radioactive wall. Now that's one thing you always want to buy when you see it. Is you always want to buy something that improves your regular attack. And the fucking drones are always really nice to have too. But you don't want to spend all your money on that because you also want to buy some of these specialty items like the repair kits and the batteries. Random, every shop sells something randomly, and when you purchase something, something randomly takes its place. which is actually one of the nicest features about random. Well, if you're playing it on the normal mode, everything is completely different. Anyway, moving on to the next area. I wish I got the double jump, but I haven't been able to afford it yet. Sometimes you start with double jump, which is really nice. Well, unfortunately, this was not one of the times where I started with it. But yeah, it is an excellent game with plenty of power-ups and challenging bosses. And if you're a side-scroll fan, this game is definitely worth getting on Steam. I would highly recommend it, but then again, my opinion don't matter all that much, considering none of you know who the hell I am, really. But anyway, we're about to get the first piece of the key card we need. Well, that didn't help. Well, that nearly killed me, but we made it.
Houston, I have the green access card. However, it doesn't have the full password on it. Not sure how much of it is missing.
Damn, they may have split the password for security reasons. We'll have to find the other card pieces for the full password.
Yeah, in each area, you gotta gather the pieces of the card.
Those knockers are pretty impressive. I know someone who has one at home.
Once you get all the access cards, you can access the entire game, but each card opens a new area.
Too easy to fool.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
no different than
Those who
something like
confuse a fake
Metroid, where
mind
you have
with
to
a
have
human
super
mind with a
missiles. And
deep lack of intelligence.
And I suppose you can tell them apart right away.
Of course. The Turing test was precisely created to...
Jacker, I have something to confess. I am a robot.
yeah, the ridiculous story parts you have to go through, but they're not all bad. And yeah, when you heal, whenever you go to one of those save rooms, it also will restore your usable items. Because you can only use one item at a time, unless you fucking go to one of those restoration rooms. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. There's these collecting the fucking pixel things, the sprites that you have to do in certain rooms if you complete the objectives. And if you collect all the sprites in the room, then it'll give you a treasure. I fucked up in this room. I missed one of the sprites somewhere. I don't know where it is. Fuck it. But yeah, you can get various treasures by collecting the sprites in the rooms that you sometimes can obtain through special objectives. And you can also unlock shortcuts.
Ghost, those tubes look delicate. Be careful where you aim.
Ghost, Mugen here. Be mindful of your power-ups. Some of them could damage those tubes. It'd be best to disable them while you're in there.
Yeah, going through these tube rooms like that will open up shortcuts, which you can then use to fucking goes through the different areas, and like I said, you got your map, your inventory, and all that. So you can see where the shops are and the save stations. Yeah, some of your area damage power-ups like that field and shit do not affect certain enemies. So as long as you don't fucking do anything to piss them off. And there you go, you can reprint, which is basically, well, normally saving. But, yeah, see, I need 100 and something to restore my health, so now I gotta get some health back. And there are two ways to get health, either killing enemies and getting it, or fucking triggering these traps and surviving.
I can see it. I'm on it. Hardest part's done. Cleaning up now. Done. You're free to go.
Alarm deactivated.
Yep. Gets a shitload harder as the shit progresses. Another good thing about the frog gun is that the frogs will sometimes explode in the health, which is highly useful. Back. Ah. Alright, now we got some money, so we should be able to restore our health. So just ignore these robots. I'll use the mouse to restore my health since it's not letting me do it manually. See, now we're in a very bad spot. Because we got fucking, one piece of the key card, but we're already at alert number 5, and there's still 4 pieces of the key card left to get. If you look at the map, you can tell that, well, I think you can get a downloadable map if you find the right room, but yeah, you can tell that the shit's gonna get way harder than this. Luckily, those rooms that you clear don't fucking stay broken unless Well, after a while they respawn. Oh yeah, we already been through all that. But no, as I said, a really great game, worth checking out. We're probably going to end this review here because obviously I probably won't play through the whole thing right now. But, what the fuck? I did not realize I had called the enemies. I'm an idiot. But anyway, every time you die, your items, you can recover a certain number of items and weapons if you're playing on fucking survival mode. Every time you die, you can go to the area of your last death and it marks it on your map. And you can recover a certain number of your power-ups and weapons. Just look at the map and find out where you last died. Like right here. I recovered my power drone, fire pulse, and power shot enhancer, and some of the items. I don't know why the guards were called, but that's why. And of course, every time you die, it calls back to a security room so you can do those again to build up more power-ups. Yeah, it's a challenging ass game, but it's definitely worth playing, especially if you like the randomness of the challenge. But anyway, we're going to end this one here. We may continue playing this game at a later future, but my commentary is starting to get god-awful, so we're going to end this now. If you like my videos, please subscribe. But this is a Steam game that's definitely worth playing, especially if you're a Metroid fan. But y'all have a good night.